Hi, I'm Larena and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over one of the basic foundations of belly dance, and that is our posture. Again, a disclaimer, learning from videos is not the most ideal way to learn belly dance. Get your booty into a real class, face-to-face with a live instructor. But for those who don't have belly dance in the area and you just want to be able to start your belly dance journey, then stay watching and we'll go over the basic foundation of belly dance posture. I'm also trying to grow my YouTube channel, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think would be interested in learning with you. And also just to share the belly dance love with the world. Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Let's get started. First, I want to say there are many different ways that people teach posture, especially when you think about the different styles of belly dance. When you have oriental and tribal, everybody's style is just slightly different, and teachers teach it in different ways as well. So this is my way that I teach at my dance academy, and if you ever go to another workshop or another class and a teacher or instructor teaches it just slightly different, it's okay. It's just a different style or a different way of teaching it. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to find a space where there's nothing harmful that can get in your way. We won't be doing any traveling movements, yet it's always good to have a clear space just in case. As we're going to start with the legs right underneath the shoulders. Knees are soft. You never really want to lock your knees because that's where you can get into some danger zones and cut off your circulation and boom, you're down for the count, and we don't want that. So make sure the legs are right underneath the shoulders and are very soft. Soft meaning we're not bending like in a plie a lot, we're just softly bending those knees here. Moving up to the pelvic area, you want to make sure this is in a neutral position. We don't want to sacrifice the hips and be out here. You can see there's a curve here, and that is not good for your back. You want to put this in a neutral position. Some people would say this is tucked. I look at tucked as overextending or over-contracting. I just want this nice and loose in a neutral position and not out here and not too tucked in, because then we've got some issues there. So just nice, natural in here. So we have our legs underneath our shoulders, knees softly bent, pelvis in the neutral position. We're going to then work up our body. Pretend you have a string attached to your chest and someone is pulling that up. We want to make sure the chest is nice and raised, shoulders are back and relaxed. Boom. Lift the chest, shoulders nice, back and relaxed. The arms are going to come, how I teach it, come straight out here. Again, we don't want the elbows up here. We want them nice down and relaxed. Your arms are going to come here. Lift the elbows, almost like you're turning a doorknob. You're going to lift the elbows here. The arms are then going to come slightly in front of the body to frame the body. Next, we're going to lift up our chin just ever so slightly. You don't want to be dancing looking at the ground or looking too high where the audience is going to be looking up your nose, but you want a nice projection with your face. Here are some of my pet peeves when it comes to the arms. If you ever take a class with me, you'll hear me reference the T-Rex arms. And this is very common for a student who is just beginning, especially when we start putting combinations together or layering. And then it's almost like we're thinking so much about the layering that we forget about our arms, and they just slowly start creeping in and they kind of come into T-Rex arms. And that's not what we want. The arms help with balance, they help with the posture. If your arms are coming here, more than likely your shoulders are rolling in, our posture is getting all off, and then you're going to be learning wrong muscle memory and technique. That again is the foundation for all the other moves that we do. The other common arms that I see, I call these praising arms. So this is where the palms start to slowly rise up and that's not what we need either, because once you're rising up here, more than likely your shoulders are rising up, and then we're not getting that nice, relaxed kind of posture that or look that we're going for. So no T-Rexing, no praising. Not in church, unless you're dancing in a church, but still, even with that, keep them down. Then it also brings me to the wrist and the fingers. We try not to, it's not terrible if you break the wrist, it just looks better if it's nice and elongated, okay? There are some teachers that teach to have the arms lower, and that's okay, and then there's going to be a natural break in the wrist there. But for this version, we try to keep the lines nice and elongated here. For the fingers, you want to think about like you're holding an egg between your middle finger and your thumb. And so it makes like a little pretty little lotus kind of flower looking thing. So you want to do it here and nice and soft. You want intention in your fingers, really throughout your whole body, but you want to really make sure there's an intent here. We don't want just dead hands, and we don't want stiff hands here. We like nice and flowy, because usually that will help you do a lot of hand work as well. The arms are just as important as any other move in belly dance, especially in the hands too. Everything from all the way from like the little hair from your head to your pinky toe. Everything's important, and it's a lot to think about, and I get that. So that you have to practice. Back to the arms, we like at IDA, nice and long extension here, and then again, intention in the fingers. We're purposely making our fingers nice and light, but there's intent there. We don't forget about them, in other words. If you have any questions or you liked this video, let me know of any more suggestions of what you want to see. But this is an easy intro, step in if you're putting your little toe into the belly dance water to get you started. Again, this does not replace a face-to-face class, so shimmy your way in to a live class. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a great day. Mwah!